Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about data types in C language. Data types in C language. So data type is very important feature of C language. We have already discussed about data structure in earlier videos. This is one of the important feature of C language. So before C in BCPL and B language, this feature was not there because BCPL and B languages are typeless languages. Okay, whereas C is typed language, that is C has data type concept in it. So first we will see what is mean by data type. Okay, so for this purpose I will take an example. Int a assignment operator 10 and semicolon. So see, in this particular statement, this one is data type. Int is a data type. So what is the purpose of this data type? Okay, so as its name suggests, it gives type of data, or it specifies what type of data that will be stored in this a variable. So we have already discussed what is variable. So variable is a name of memory cell. Variable is a name of memory cell. Consider 1000 is address of this cell. So because of this int data type, a variable will hold only integer type of data in it. Getting? So data type specifies what type of data that will be stored in this variable. Get? Consider another example of data type. Char a equal to character constant. So now in this a variable, as we have specified the data type of a variable is character, so only integer type of values will be allowed in this a variable. Character values will be allowed in this variable, and we already discussed that internally compiler will store ASCII value of that character. So character is internally, it will be treated as integer constant. Okay, so because of this a, we can say that only character values will be allowed in this particular block, and internally they will be treated as, or they will be stored based on their ASCII values. Okay, let us take another example. Suppose there is a float data type. Getting? Suppose I am not assigning any value. So see, I have specified data type of B as float. So compiler will reserve one memory cell for you, and that B name will be assigned to that particular cell. So at this moment, some garbage value will be stored in this memory cell. But in near future, you can store only float type of values in this B variable. So that information will be given by data type. Okay. So simple definition of data type is it specifies what type of data that will be stored in that particular variable. Okay. So this is the first thing given by data type. Now second thing is given by data type is how many bytes will be reserved for your variable. So this information is also given by data type. So as this is integer, so a will take 2 bytes of memory. Getting? For 16-bit compiler. For 32-bit compiler such as GCC, it will take 4 bytes of memory. Okay, for this a variable. So this is for Turbo C, and for GCC compiler it will take 4 bytes of memory. So data type also tells you that how many bytes will be reserved for variable. So if it is float a, then 4 bytes of memory will be reserved. If it is character, then 1 byte of memory will be result for your variable. So these two things are given by data type. Okay, so I hope you have cleared the concept of data type. Now we'll see which are the types of data type in C. Types of data type. So there are three types of data type: primary data type, secondary data type, and third one, user defined data type. User defined data type. So which are the primary data types? So integer, float, char, double, void. So there are total 5 primary data types in C, which are secondary data types: array and pointer. So there are only 2 secondary data types, which are user defined data type. So structure, union, enum, and type diff. Getting? So there are 4 user defined data types. There are 5 primary data types. There are 2 secondary data types. There are 4 user defined data types. Now what is meant by primary data type? Getting? So primary data types are fundamental data types. They are basic. They are also called as primitive data type. They are original one. Getting? They are very close to machine instruction. Okay. Whereas secondary data type, they are also called as derived data type. They are derived from primary. They are created based on primary data type. And third category is user defined data type. So user can, based on user requirement, user can create its own data type. So suppose I want to store information of student. So student information will be of different data type. So I can go for struct, union, enum. By using type diff, I can create my own data type. So that is their user defined data types. So our focus will be on primary data type in this session. So let us move to primary data types in C language. Primary data types in C language. So primary data types. So first one is integer. First one is integer. Second is float. Getting? So see, for integer data type, the keyword is int. That means, suppose you want to declare any integer variable, you should use int keyword. For float data type, keyword is float. We know that keywords are always in lowercase letter. Getting? Now next, how many bytes will be reserved for integer data type? Getting? So memory. So 2 bytes for 16-bit compiler and 4 bytes for 32-bit compiler. So 16-bit compiler means TCC compiler, whereas 32-bit compiler is GCC compiler. Next, what is the size of integer data type? Getting? For example, if I declare int a semicolon, then which are the possibilities, which are the possible values that I can store in this a memory cell? A memory cell. Okay, so there are 2 types of integer: signed integer and unsigned integer. Signed integer and unsigned integer. So in this a memory cell or in this a variable, we can store, if that a is of type signed integer, see, if this A is of type signed integer, then its range will be -32768 to +32767. So this is the range of signed integer. That means in this A variable we can store any value from this range. See, these are negatives and these are positive values. That's why they are called a signed integer. There is sign. There is a sign. For unsigned integer, the range will be 0 to 65535. So all are positive values. That's why there is no sign, and if there is no sign, the default sign is positive. So about integer data type, you should know all these things. Okay, now let us come to float data type. Float data type. So keyword is float. Keyword is a float. Now memory requirement. Keyword is float. Memory requirement is 4 bytes for 16-bit as well as 32-bit. Okay. Example. See, float keyword and then variable name. Variable name. Okay. And the range is -3.4e 38 to +3.4e 38. Getting? We have already discussed this range at the time of real constant or float constant. Getting? So 4 bytes memory it will hold for this A variable. Getting? A variable will reserve 4 bytes of memory, and this is the range. Within this range you can store any values. So examples of float data type. See, float A equal to 12.5. So this A variable will store only float values. Only float values. Getting? So see, there is no concept of signed and unsigned float. Getting? Now if you want to extend this range, then you can go for double data type. Okay, you can go for double data type. We'll discuss that later. Next data type is character. Next primary data type is character. Its keyword is char. Memory 1 byte for both type of compiler, 16-bit compiler as well as 32-bit compiler. Next, range. Now again there are two types of character data type: signed character and unsigned character. So if your variable is of type signed character, then there is different range, and if your variable is of type unsigned char, then there is a different range. So for signed character, the range is -128 to +127. Okay, so see, there are total 256 possibilities, and for unsigned char, the range is 0 to 255. 0 to 255. So these are the examples, and by default the character is signed 1. If we are not specifying signed here, then by default it is signed character. Okay, which is same as integer. If we are not writing signed or unsigned, then by default it is signed integer. Okay, so this is character data type. Now next one is double data type. Next one is double data type. So keyword is double. Memory is 8 bytes. So when we are going for double data type, if float data type is unable to hold any value, if value is too small and if value is too large. Either it is too large or too small, then you can go for double data type. Okay, so see, it will, example is double, for example d semicolon. So in this variable or in this memory cell, double type of value will be stored. So double value can be like this. See, this is too small value, so you can store this in this particular variable. Getting? So double is an extension of float. Okay, or generally see long float. Okay, like that, long float. There is no concept of long float. Sorry. Next, last data type is void data type. So keyword is void. Keyword is void. So generally void data type we are not applying on simple variable. We are not applying this void to variable. So this is invalid in C. There is only concept void pointer. There is only concept void pointer. So generally we are not using this void data type for a simple variable. So what is the use of void data type? So we are using this void for functions. See, consider this example. So see, I am specifying void here in front of main. So what is the meaning of this? This main will not return anything. Main will not return anything. If we want to return something, then this data type will be the type of value that you are going to return. So main is not going to return anything, that's why you can specify void. So if you want that any function is not returning any value, then you can specify its return type as void. So generally most of the time we are using void data type for functions to specify null return type. Okay, or function is not going to return any value. In that case you can specify void. Second use, if your function is not going to accept any parameter. Okay, so either you can keep this bracket blank or simply you can specify void there. You can specify void there. So for these two purposes we are using, most of the time we are using void data type. There is concept of void pointer as well. We'll discuss that void pointer at the time of pointer. And there is no memory for void data type. There is no specific range for void data type. Okay, an example is this one, so you can remember this one. So we have discussed primary data types in this session. Okay, so if you like this session, if you like this video, then please like, comment and subscribe to my channel Programming in My Way. Thank you.